We've had some freezing temperatures in Germany this week with so much beautiful snow. It's the kind of freezing, cozy weather that makes you just want to stay tucked up at home. Because of this, I've been avoiding going to the supermarket, and by Friday our fridge and pantry was looking pretty bare. This is when I love to get creative. I enjoy challenging myself to see what I can whip up from what we have remaining in our fridge and pantry before the next big shop. It means dedicating a few hours of my day to some slow food prep, but it's always so worth it. Lately, I've been very conscious about food waste, not just for the environment, but also for our budget. As a family of 5, our grocery bills were getting out of control. This year, my goal is to shift my mindset away from overconsumption and embrace a more frugal, simple lifestyle. I'm not willing to sacrifice nutrition or quality, but I truly believe that cooking from scratch and using what you already have is the best way to cut expenses without compromise. My ultimate goal isn't just to save money, it's to find freedom. I want to help pay off our mortgage and become debt-free so we can afford the journey back to my home country, New Zealand. The ability to fly back to New Zealand more often, to let our children embrace their Kiwi side, to hug family, to keep those roots deep and strong. I'm not sure if I knew the sacrifice I was making when I fell in love with a man from the other side of the world, raising our bilingual, bicultural kids so far away from where I grew up. But I wouldn't change my life for anything. I love our life here in Germany. My goal isn't to leave this life behind, it's to build the financial freedom to bridge the two halves of our hearts. Flights for 5 are a mountain to climb, but we're climbing it. Every euro saved by avoiding overconsumption brings us closer to the flexibility we crave. We're paying off the mortgage, we're clearing debt, we're trading convenience for a future where the distance between Germany and New Zealand doesn't feel so far. So back to the food prep, here's an example of the last time I turned what my kids thought was a bare pantry into a feast of snacks. I turned a few cans of chickpeas into a creamy hummus with some crispy, salty chickpea bites. I found a bag of almonds in the back and blended them into a smooth almond butter dip. I popped some loose kernels, sprinkled them with a little bit of olive oil and salt, boiled some eggs, sliced up the last few veggies I had in the fridge. I even put some dates and walnuts into little containers, and looking at it all laid out, it's a beautiful reminder that we actually have plenty of snacks. We just have to get creative. This time I had even less to work with, so I had to get extra creative. I turned to Pinterest for inspiration on how to use up the very last of my ingredients, like oats, nuts, and a few overripe bananas. So here's the final spread of snacks I managed to pull together from an almost empty kitchen. First, a loaf of delicious banana bread. I used 2 very ripe bananas that most may have thrown away, but trust me, overripe bananas are the secret to the best natural sweetness. Next, I have a big jar of crunchy granola muesli that I baked. A mix of oats, puffed Kenya, dried fruit, nuts, and a touch of maple syrup and cinnamon. So delicious. I also made a simple batch of popcorn drizzled with a little olive oil and sea salt. It's light, satisfying, and so much cheaper than store-bought bags. For protein, I boiled a fresh batch of eggs. We're lucky to have 3 chickens in our backyard, so we really have to buy eggs. I finally found a few large carrots that needed to be used up, and I chopped them into sticks. It makes them so much more appetizing for the kids. Even though I couldn't find that last can of chickpeas I was hoping for to make some hummus, I think this spread turned out pretty awesome. By slowing down and refusing to let anything go to waste, I'm discovering I can live a frugal yet fabulous life. I'm not compromising on the quality of our food or the health of my family. I'm simply reclaiming the value of what we already have. Every loaf baked and every jar filled is a deliberate choice to trade mindless spending for meaningful goals. Living simply doesn't mean living small. It means living with enough freedom to chase the things that truly matter. Thank you so much for joining me in my German kitchen on this freezing day. I hope this has inspired you, maybe given you a few ideas on how to utilize what you already have in your fridge and pantry. This will cut down your grocery bills and it will reduce overconsumption and food waste. Honestly, this is the best way to save money on your groceries. Trust me, give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again really soon.